which banks are going to be choosing to use XRP? They chose a long time ago. This has been in the plan for a long time. And those people in the XRP army that we all call crazy for a long time, those chickens are coming home to roost. Because the fact is, whether or not they were going on pure hopium or not, a lot of those people are going to turn out to be correct. The banks chose this a long time ago. And to answer Austin's question, yes, exactly when this is over, we are going to see much more adoption of XRP. You're seeing this across the world right now. This decision has already been made. There are people higher than the SEC that are bringing these decisions. This is not the SEC sitting around determining whether they think Ripple's a security. There are much bigger things at play.
What's up, guys? Kevin Cage here with another cryptocurrency update. And yesterday I did not make a video. It was nice to get away. I actually did part of my digital detox, a little detox from social media yesterday, and it was much needed. Although I was on Twitter a little bit, just retweeting some pieces of news that I liked. It was nice to get away and kind of get my thoughts straight yet again, and also take a quick little break from staring at the charts, because if you look at the charts every single day, you're gonna drive yourself mad. But anyways, we are on fiatleak.com/XRP. And you can see XRP is back over $1, holding nicely. And look at this volume. We have a variety of currencies below: the Korean won, Singapore dollar, Turkish lira. And this is a remittance corridor to absolutely keep your eye on. South African rand, you got the Japanese yen. All these currencies really moving, and it's just beautiful to see. I think it would be really cool to get a portrait in my office of this, and instead of a GIF, just have it, actually streaming in real time. A picture of Fiat Leak all the time just to see XRP's volume in the future. That'd be a cool little idea. Really quick, guys, so the market cap of all of cryptocurrency up here, $1.942 trillion. So 1.9 trillion, almost breaching that $2 trillion yet again. Bitcoin at 46.4. Ethereum at 3,200, a bunch of assets bouncing nicely, and XRP at $1.03, up 37% on the 7-day. The question is this finally going to be the moment from now until end of year where we climb out of this cup and create a new all-time high once and for all, or are we going to struggle to break through these resistance levels? All eyes are on the chart. Me personally, I've already shared my analysis in the previous videos, and I'm excited for what's to come. Really quick, before going over some XRP news, we have this, and I just wanted to take a poll from the masses. Will September be a month to remember? We have about 85% out of 668 votes saying bullish, roughly 668 votes, and about 14-15% are bearish. Just wanted to share, we will in fact look back at this like we always do. And I know this just happened the other day. Venmo launches crypto cashback for credit cards. I was even on my application a couple days ago and actually saw this option. They have little tutorial videos of what is cryptocurrency, the future of cryptocurrency, really just priming the masses for what's to come. And I'm not going to be giving you some crazy moon targets for the future, but you can imagine as they lower the barrier to entry, more and more participants are going to know what it is and eventually get exposed to it. You can see XRP's logo on this advertisement for block set right here. You're seeing Square's Cash App, you're seeing Venmo, you're seeing PayPal. A step in the right direction, and I'm excited for what's to come. But so far, the only 4 cryptos that can be traded through this app are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. And PayPal's even held exploratory talks about launching its own stablecoin. Just like Facebook, I'm certain a lot of organizations are going to try to make their own stablecoin because they see the value, they see the money in it. But remember, in order to beat XRP, or even what Ripple has said and David Schwartz has said, stablecoins do not solve all the issues, guys. We're kind of back to square one because counterparty risk still exists with the use of stablecoins. Even Facebook's coin, not to bash them, but as they've been said in quotes, it's just an IOU masquerading as blockchain. And in order to beat the XRP ledger, they have to build their walls as open as they are. And as we know, of course, there's going to be private companies and private players that take advantage of this and try to make their own stablecoin, increase their market share, and have more transactions running through their coin over their network. In my opinion, that is just trying to put off or delay the inevitable, and open payments are coming. And the XRP ledger is not only more open, but it's also more efficient than all of these players. Speaking of other players, we got Circle. Circle intends to become a full reserve national commercial bank. You're going to see more and more of this on a daily basis. And just like Coinbase had one of the largest IPOs in history, I think we can imagine that Circle should have a decently sized one as well. Don't even get me started on Ripple if they do IPO. Also, really quick from Emi Yoshikawa, corporate strategy and operations over at Ripple. And she's also a MoneyTap board member. Thrilled to announce our partnership with GME Remittance, the largest payment provider in Korea, through our joint venture with SBI Ripple Asia. Lots of RippleNet momentum in the APAC region. This is the Asian Pacific region. Just getting started, all eyes are on Tranglo as well. And as Ripple says, we are excited to partner with GME Remittance to accelerate and scale payments from South Korea into Thailand. Remember, Thailand, one of the largest banks, SCB, Siam Commercial Bank. One of the largest commercial banks in all of Thailand using RippleNet. Building on the RippleNet momentum in APAC where transactions are growing 130% year over year. A few quick points to highlight. With 184,000 Thai nationals residing in South Korea, the Thai population is the third largest in the country after Chinese and Vietnamese nationals. GME Remittance is joining an existing roster of Korean financial institutions and money transfer companies that already are on RippleNet today, including Cross ENF and CentB, which are currently serving the remittance corridor between South Korea and Thailand. And yes, these transactions have doubled year over RippleNet, which is key. We chose Ripple as our partner because with RippleNet, we can launch into new countries with new partners within 1 to 2 weeks. Simple API plugins, and they can roll it out via the cloud. So time to market is a significant consideration, and Ripple and RippleNet, they have that. Imagine 1 to 2 weeks and you are able to use XRP, some of the largest financial institutions in the world. This is why building products is key, just like with Q&T and Quant Network. And they try to make it as simple as possible, just like with Amazon and Jeff Bezos wanted people to be able to buy a product on their site within 3 clicks. Well, Q&T of Quant Network has the same thing, where they literally try to make it as simple as possible and seamless as possible with the least amount of code. We're talking 3 to 4 lines and you're able to really get started. That is so powerful. Can you imagine getting deployed? Within minutes, that's the future. Plug and play. An open landscape, open architecture for all. This has drastically reduced the time to market and provides us with an edge compared to our competitors. So this is helping these RippleNet customers, these smaller FIs, scale much faster before all competition. This could be the difference between survival for some of these companies. Food for thought, and this is from the director and COO at Global Money Express, GME Remittance. And of course, Emi Yoshikawa, VP of Corporate Strategy, just emphasizing, high-performing payment corridors to these regions are growing exponentially, and with people needing to send money round the clock, even on holidays or weekends. And I'll say this one last time, then we'll keep moving. Imagine not being able to send an email, a text, a phone call on the weekend, or during, unofficial business hours, or during holidays. Laughable. So this is all we're doing for value. And speaking of SCB, Siam Commercial Bank of Thailand, right there. Also, just wanted to say congratulations to HBAR yet again for getting listed on Uphold. There's more to come, and it is so due. It has been consolidating around that 22-cent price range for quite some time. Also, Panda Ripple XRP, I have zero doubt XRP will hit new all-time high with or without the lawsuit. And that goes for me as well. And again, none of what I say is financial advice, guys. Please do your own research. This is my personal opinion. We have Matthew LINY just highlighting again, distributed ledger tech and blockchain, which is a subset of DLT, is a critical technology. Now, this is older, but I just wanted to highlight this quickly. Link is available right here on whitehouse.gov, and we can see distributed ledger technology, United States government critical and emerging technologies list, alongside with AI, advanced sensing, biotechnologies, space technologies, quantum information science, and energy technologies. And human-machine interfaces, And I know that even the Obama administration did have a DLT organization, so no surprise. This goes globally for all these countries, so there's more to come with that. The whole point of this is to show you that distributed ledger tech is groundbreaking. And blockchain is literally just scratching the surface of what is possible. We haven't even dented utility yet. Also, Digital Perspectives just sharing Lark Davis. Just wanted to point this out. This is a RippleNet customer. Well, who is this? This is PNC Bank, and they're planning a crypto offering with Coinbase, shared by CoinDesk. Pretty interesting. This is one of the largest banks, 5th largest bank in the world, and PNC was actually one of the first banks to ever go on RippleNet years ago. But of course, Lark Davis, Mr. Bitcoin, does not acknowledge that. All good and great, but keep in mind, remember who they're in bed with. Let's just remember that they were a Ripple partner before ever discussing Bitcoin or anything in between. John Deaton, one of the attorneys defending us, and man, if you have not seen Jeremy Hogan's tweets directed at Gary Gensler, SEC chairman, Go check them out right now. He has, I'm talking thousands of likes trying to get Gary to basically answer direct questions on the status of Ethereum in a variety of digital assets. So I am excited. It's really hard. I just can't imagine Gary Gensler being able to ignore somebody when you have, well over 1,000 retweets, several thousand likes, and you're supposed to be serving the people. We're asking them questions, and I know it starts off like, Twitter's a joke. No, Twitter is actually one of the main pieces of news now compared to mainstream media and all the MSM available. And in a way, yes, Twitter's centralized, don't get me wrong, of course it is, but this is really paving the way for the future of more so decentralized, censorship type of resistance social media platforms in the future. Someday, somehow. Now, will that be Twitter, or will it be a new up-and-coming application, or will it slowly migrate to a more open, more censorship-resistant landscape? It really makes you wonder. But anyways, John Deaton going on to say, I think Bitcoin and crypto assets have a future, and I agree. And the thing is, people have been saying crypto's going to zero for 10 plus years. And where are we? Well, the asset class just surpassed and is almost hitting $2 trillion yet again. Anyways, there's going to be people that say all crypto's going to zero each and every year. There's going to be no shortage of that. And of course, some of which will go to zero. Don't get me wrong, there's plenty of useless projects that are full of promises and just white papers that will disappear. But to really ignore the progress of some of these assets, to ignore the progress of Ethereum, to ignore the progress of XRP, to even ignore the progress of ADA and what they're working on is rather myopic. But anyways, right here, guys, you can see that they're unveiling a $3.5 trillion budget resolution that they aim to pass, paving the way for boosting spending in key areas in line with the president's legislative agenda through a process called reconciliation. And I didn't want to read some keywords just in case this video gets shadow banned. And also, I'd like to play this video clip of BitBoy. Hopefully the video doesn't get copyright, but let's actually try this and listen to BitBoy, who's declared himself to be the XRP supreme leader of the army. I think it's comical, but anyways, listen up.
Which banks are going to be choosing to use XRP? They chose a long time ago. This has been in the plan for a long time. And those people in the XRP army that we all call crazy for a long time? Those chickens are coming home to roost. Because the fact is, whether or not they were going on pure hopium or not, a lot of those people are going to turn out to be correct. The banks chose this a long time ago. And to answer Austin's question, yes, exactly when this is over, we are going to see much more adoption of XRP. You're seeing this across the world right now. We had South Korea, Singapore, Japan. We've seen this just in the last few days. Thailand. An SBI, by the way, an Indian bank. So we're seeing all across Asia right now, this start picking up. We're seeing RippleNet being used. We're seeing ODL, the on-demand liquidity, former, I think that was X-Current, maybe. I can't remember anymore after doing that video this weekend. But this has already happened. Now, here's some exciting stuff. You guys want to hear some exciting stuff? I'm being told by the middle of September, we will have resolution of this. Things are changing very rapidly, though. We could see resolution of this much earlier than that. And if you think about everything we've talked about for XRP and the price pumps and where this is going, the middle of September would be the absolute best possible time for this news to come out. This will be right as Bitcoin is going parabolic. This will be right when altcoins are picking up steam. And if you think any of this is on accident, you are not paying attention. If you think, like Arcane Bear does, and I love Arcane Bear, he's a great guy. I love him. I love when he comes on the channel. I love his opinions. I love his setup. I love everything about it. And I would have agreed with everything you said. I want to be very clear about that a while back. But the fact that you think that Ripple is battling the SEC on merits, it's just incorrect. This decision has already been made. There are people higher than the SEC that are bringing these decisions. This is not the SEC sitting around determining whether they think Ripple's a security. There are much bigger things at play.
But anyways, I always enjoy BitBoy's opinion, even though he's still confusing what X-Current and X-Rapid and even XVIA were back in the day. Nonetheless, just remember, those that have been doing the research, yourself included, and all the YouTubers and bloggers and researchers out there for the past several years, that everybody called crazy. I love being called crazy by the masses. But anyways, I don't really know everybody else's opinion in this group, but I'm assuming that they're big Bitcoin, Ethereum advocates. I love Ethereum. You'd be an idiot to completely discount what Ethereum has done for the industry. I like Altcoin Daily. I haven't watched his content in a couple years at this point, but I just remember, him bashing XRP a lot. My assumption is all of these people start coming around talking about XRP as it's blasting through all-time high, and I would just like you guys to kindly remember those that actually were in the storm with you, never gave up, didn't leave when it got tough, and kept the content and research coming. Because those are the people that you should stick with, not the people that are flip-flopping their emotions wherever the wind blows. But anyway, shout out the Digital Asset Buy, Digital Asset Investor, of course, for retweeting all of this and bringing this to my attention. And as always, guys, be sure to follow me on Twitter, like this video. All links can be found in the YouTube video description, and I will catch you in the next video.